Kevin Costner stands as one of Hollywood's most enduring icons, a man whose life story mirrors the characters he portrays on screen, resilient, determined, and quietly heroic. Born in Lynwood, California, he rose from humble beginnings, shaped by a working-class family and early experiences of loss and instability. Known for films like The Bodyguard, Field of Dreams, and Dances with Wolves, Costner became a symbol of courage and artistry. Yet his life off-screen was fraught with challenges. Marriages, family responsibilities, and the pressures of fame tested him repeatedly. Behind the bright lights and accolades lies a man who learned to navigate both success and personal hardship with unshakable resolve. His story is a testament not just to talent, but to patience, persistence, and the quiet, often unseen courage required to keep standing when life strips away comfort and certainty. Early life in Lynwood. Kevin Costner was born on January 18, 1955, in Lynwood, California, into a family that knew the weight of hard work and quiet endurance. His father, William Bill Costner, labored in physically demanding jobs, leaving home with calloused hands and a body marked by years of toil. His mother, Sharon Ray, worked as a social worker, offering care to others while carrying the quiet burdens of her own life. Costner's early years were shaped by both love and grief. The death of his brother Mark left an invisible, lingering void that molded the family's emotional landscape. Growing up in small, often temporary homes, Kevin learned resilience from an early age. He observed, absorbed, and internalized the silent strength of his parents, understanding that life's hardships were to be met with quiet perseverance. These foundational years planted the seeds for the patience and endurance that would later define both his career and personal life. Childhood, marked by movement and observation. Kevin's childhood was characterized by frequent moves across California, from Compton to Ventura to Orange County, reflecting the instability of his father's work and the search for a steady life. These constant relocations meant new schools, unfamiliar faces, and friendships that often dissolved before they could form. Kevin was never the loud, attention-grabbing child. Instead, he observed, listened, and quietly reflected. He wrote poems and journaled his thoughts, finding solace in creativity and imagination. Each move, each goodbye, shaped his understanding of impermanence and taught him the value of inner stability. By observing the world rather than participating loudly in it, Kevin developed a keen sense of empathy and awareness, learning to find strength in what was constant inside himself, even when the world outside shifted unpredictably. Discovering voice and direction. During his teenage years, Kevin underwent both physical and emotional growth, discovering a new voice in music, poetry, and quiet self-expression. His church choir singing trembled with raw emotion, while late-night writings captured dreams of possibility and hope. The lessons from his father's discipline and his mother's quiet faith grounded him, helping him navigate adolescence and the uncertainties of early adulthood. Kevin began to see his restless nature not as a weakness, but as preparation for the challenges ahead. Each challenge he faced, each moment of observation and reflection, became a building block of resilience. He learned that stability could be internal and that the capacity to start over, to rebuild, was a skill cultivated long before life demanded it. The leap into Hollywood. After graduating from California State University, Fullerton, Kevin briefly pursued a conventional career, working in finance and marketing, only to feel trapped by the monotony of routine. A chance encounter with Richard Burton during a return flight from his honeymoon became a turning point. Burton's quiet encouragement inspired Kevin to pursue acting, despite fear and uncertainty. Within weeks, he left his steady job, packed his belongings, and headed to Los Angeles, prepared to endure hardship in pursuit of his passion. Early struggles included menial jobs, harsh auditions, and months of invisibility on sets. Yet each rejection reinforced his resilience, teaching him that talent alone was insufficient. Persistence, patience, and quiet dedication were essential to achieving lasting success in Hollywood. Early career struggles and breakthrough. Kevin's early career was defined by persistence in the face of near invisibility. Minor roles, deleted scenes, and unrecognized work tested his commitment to acting. Films like Sizzle Beach, USA became sources of personal embarrassment. Yet Kevin did not retreat. He continued taking classes, refining his craft, and transforming rejection into discipline. His breakthrough came with Silverado in 1985, where his years of preparation translated into a quiet, commanding presence on screen. Unlike instant stardom, his recognition was the culmination of years of unseen effort. This period reinforced the lesson that success is rarely immediate, and that endurance, rather than immediate reward, shapes the foundation for a meaningful career. Challenges of fame and personal sacrifice. Kevin's peak fame brought both opportunity and immense personal strain. High-budget films like Waterworld and The Postman tested his physical, emotional, and financial limits, and he faced public ridicule when projects failed. Despite immense pressure, Kevin continued to work with quiet determination, focusing on smaller projects that allowed him creative control and personal fulfillment. His personal life, including marriages and children, endured significant strain, reflecting the tension between professional ambition and intimate relationships. Kevin's story illustrates the human cost of achievement. Resilience is not just measured by awards or box office success, but by the capacity to endure personal loss, maintain integrity, and continue creating in the face of adversity. Rediscovering purpose and craft. As the glare of Hollywood receded, Kevin sought solace in clarity and quiet reflection, often retreating to Aspen's mountains. These periods allowed him to reconnect with the deeper purpose behind his work, realizing that creation belonged not to applause but to the inner drive to tell meaningful stories. Films like Open Range exemplified this quieter triumph, combining careful storytelling with patience and personal investment. The reward of these projects was not just financial or critical acclaim, but the fulfillment of completing stories that mattered to him. This phase of Kevin's life underscores a profound lesson. True courage and artistry are often invisible, revealed not in accolades, but in the commitment to persist and create, regardless of recognition. Love, family, and the cost of ambition. Kevin's relationships and family life offer a window into the human side of fame. Meeting Cindy Silva in college, marrying young, and raising 3 children, Kevin experienced the joys of family alongside the challenges imposed by career demands. Long periods away from home, the strains of high-profile projects, and the tension between personal and professional obligations tested his relationships. Yet, even amid distance and hardship, Kevin and Cindy's shared history and commitment to their children shaped the quiet, enduring love that informed his personal growth. This dimension of his life reminds us that resilience is as much about emotional endurance and human connection as it is about professional achievement. Enduring lessons from Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner's life embodies the lessons of quiet persistence, courage, and the power of belief. From a boy observing the world in silence to a man commanding the attention of millions, his story reflects the value of endurance, patience, and the willingness to start over. He teaches that success is not defined solely by public recognition, but by the integrity to continue pursuing one's vision, regardless of setbacks. Costner's journey reminds us that the true measure of greatness lies in the ability to face life's storms, rebuild, and create meaning in both work and life, leaving a legacy shaped not just by fame, but by quiet, unwavering courage.